me, back at it again. And without further ado, let's dive into today's video. So for today's video, I thought it'd be really fun to do a full face of matte makeup. So meaning I'm not going to have any glow, any highlight, any shimmer shades, no gloss, nothing like that. We are doing an all matte look. So let's just dive right in. I'm so excited to do something like this. It's kind of fun. Go ahead and get started with our all matte look. First, diving into a primer, we are going to be using the Morphe Revitalizer primer. The reason I chose this for the matte look is because this actually isn't hydrating, it's not dewy, to me this is more of a matte primer. Also, if you're very dry skinned, I would not recommend using only matte products. I have oily skin, so for me I can use matte products. And my skin will still be oily in like 10 minutes. Alright, and just because I know you guys are going to drag me for using the Juvia's Place foundation in the wrong shade, I have been to the Ulta store 3 times and I've bought 3 different colors of this because they never have the color that is my shade. And I have 3 bottles of this that aren't my shade that I need to use up. So this is Alexandria 650. Pretty dark for me, but this is also a full coverage matte foundation, so we're just going to roll with it. I mean, it's not going to be like horribly dark on me, but it is going to be a lot darker than what I'm used to. I'm going to go ahead and use my bronzer brush from, this is Alame. I love this brush. You guys know I love using this for my foundation. So we are just going to put this all over. I always say if you can do makeup, you can make any foundation shade match and you can make anything look good with, even if you don't have the right products. Man, I haven't used this foundation in so long. I forget how full coverage it is. I absolutely love this foundation. And because it's matte, it like stays on my face when I get oily. So that's nice too. Alright. I like to wipe off my foundation off the back of my hand as I go on my videos, but sometimes we don't have to. Alright, going in, this is the Juvia's Place Concealer in the shade 24. And we are going to put this under our eyes and highlight our areas. Now remember, this is going to be a whole matte look. So I'm actually going to also put it in the areas where, I don't know if you guys can see how bad my foundation matches, but where we want to be brightened. This is also a very full coverage concealer. So I'm also putting it on my jawline, which I don't normally do, but we're doing a matte look. As you can see, the foundation shade is definitely wrong for me because this concealer shade, even though it's really brightening, it is not this intense. I'm going to use, I forgot to get a concealer brush. Do I want to use a brush for my concealer? We're going to. We're just going to go full force with brushes today just because I feel like that's how we're going to get the most coverage, most matte look. This is the JS3 brush. I use this for concealer. It's really nice. Shiny and oily on my nose. It's ridiculous how quick I get oily. Going in with our powder, we're going to use this is the Makeup Revolution baking powder. This is in Ghost. We're going to use this under our eyes. And I'm going to use my Alame. This is the brightening brush. And we're just going to use this to set our concealer under our eyes. We're just a little bronzier than normal. Next, for my whole face, I am going to be using, this is the Ultimate Universal from Urban Decay. This is the Ultimate Brush Off. This is the translucent shade. I actually like the brush that it comes on with, so we're just going to set our whole face. Alright guys, I'm feeling nice and mattified, so let's move on to bronzer. Now with bronzer, I always do matte bronzer. I never do anything with shimmer. This is the Tarte Park Ave Princess palette. I'm going to use the shade Princess Cut right here. This is what I'm going to use to bronze. And I'm going to be using my Morphe. This is the M527 brush. This is just a really nice, this isn't a warm tone, but it's not cool tone bronzer. We are just going to take our Morphe. This is the Mattifying Continuous Mist. We're going to use this to kind of set our makeup. So good. It has cucumber in it, I think, which makes it smell so good. It is so good. And then I'm going to go in with my, this is the MAC Fix Plus. Alright guys, brows are on, and so we are going to put on our blush. I'm going in with the Juvia's Place. This is the Saharan Blush Volume 2. This has 3 matte blush shades, and then it of course has the 2 highlighting blush shades. We're not going to use those, so I'm going to go in with Lena and just put on the soft pink blush. And we're going to use our Morphe E4 to do that. Now for this look, I really do want a bright pink cheek, just because we're not going to highlight, we're not going to have as much dimension going on our face, so I really want that pink cheek to pop. And then we're going to sweep away all of our bake. It's been on a long time. The one thing about doing baking like this is you won't be able to blend out that line once it's sat for too long. That's one reason that this powder isn't one of my favorites, because it gets very crusty when it's set on too long, and it gets hard to dust away. Alright guys, so moving on, I'm just going to give myself another spritz of my mattifying and my Morphe Fix, or my MAC Fix Plus. We're going to do our Morphe and MAC. First going in with the Morphe. This actually smells so good. And I do this quite continuously when I do more matte, like using a lot of powder and stuff, because it just helps hydrate the skin but keep your makeup in place. And then going in with our Fix Plus. Alright guys, for today's look we are using our Morphe Manny MUA collaboration palette. This has a lot of beautiful neutral shade colors that I am really drawn to for today's look. It does have 2 highlighting shade colors in it. It's a nice palette. I've used this plenty of times. It's not patchy. It's Morphe quality. It's a really nice palette. However, we can't use the shimmers or the highlights. First, I'm going to use my JS3 brush and tap out my concealer. We'll do this eye first. And I do get a lot of questions. Do you really only do one eye at a time? No, only for filming purposes, just because it makes editing a little bit easier. I'll film one eye and then do the other eye off camera just because it's a little bit easier, but no. Sometimes I do, depending on the look. If I'm not sure what kind of look I want to do, I'll do one eye first just to kind of get a feel. But other than that, not really. I'm going to start with Zaya. It's just a warm-toned taupey shade, and we are going to use our Morphe M433 brush, and we're going to really pack this into our crease. We're going to pack before we buff. So, packing, ooh. Alright, now we're going to take the same brush as we've tapped off a lot of the a lot of the shadow, and we're going to just start buffing in circular motions first, and then we'll start doing windshield washer motions. So I always start circular motions and then windshield wiper motions. And because I want it blown out, we're going to start swooping this out as we are blending. This is a Luxie Precision Blending Brush, and we're going to dip into the Hollow shade, which is this really deep brown shade. And we're going to start playing with this a little bit more into our crease, which is why we use more of a precision blending brush, because it's a little smaller. We can really get into the area where we want. Now we're going to go into a cut crease. Yes, I'm doing a cut crease because I want to, and I love a good cut crease. So we're going to take our concealer. We're going to do our cut crease like normal, but we're not going to put shimmer on it. So it's a little bit different than what I would normally do, because you guys know I love having a bright cut crease, but we're going to just work with what we got. Shade we have in this palette is this Dust Cloud, so we're just going to go ahead and use this one and see how it goes. How this eye turned out. I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye off camera, and then I am probably going to do liner and lashes off camera as well. For lashes, I am going to be using, these are the BoxyCharm Lily lashes. They're a faux mink fluffy lash. And then I'm going to be using my Better Than Sex liquid liner. Alright guys, liner and lashes are on, and now we are just going to go move on to lips. For lips today, I am going to be lining with the ColourPop lip liner in the shade Oh Snap, and then we are going to top it with the matte lip of Dose of Colors Nude Mood. I do want to say that I've not been so happy with a liquid liner look in so long. I absolutely love the way these eyes turned out, and I'm excited that I finally did something that I was really proud of, and that is doing a liner look. I suck at liner and lashes. I hate wearing lashes. Like, I already want to peel these off. But we're going to do it for the sake of the video. So we are going to go ahead and line and pop on our lipstick, and I will be back afterwards. Alright guys, and here is today's look all complete, a full face of completely all matte products. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Also, real quick, do want to tell you that if you do watch today's video and you like this lip color, the Dose of Colors matte liquid lipsticks are very drying. I will just say that. Make sure you hydrate your lips before you put it on. Just use chapstick or something. Make sure that you do a lip scrub, because they are very dry. As always, if you guys liked today's video, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If you want to see more looks like this, please comment down below, like, and give it a thumbs up. As always, please click the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload. My Twitter and Instagram will be linked down below. Go give those a follow as well. And I will see you guys in my next video.